The basis or types of market segmentation. So this market segmentation is classified into 4 categories. Number 1, geographic segmentation. Actionability. So not only formulating the plan, not only modifying the plan, not only bringing the plan is important. So we are supposed to bring the plan into the actual action. Identify customer needs. This is the first step that we need to consider, the needs of customer. If we get to know the needs of the consumer, to fulfill the need, we can facilitate a product to satisfy the customer. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I am Mr. Hemant Kumar from the Department of Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Aid College, MYSURU, the Temple of Excellence. In today's session, we are going with the subject Marketing Management, that is for second semester BBA students. And in today's session, we are going with session 1 of Unit 3. It is about market segmentation and consumer behavior. Here, this Unit 3 is classified into 2 categories. Okay, Part A and Part B. Part A is completely about market segmentation and Part B is about consumer behavior. Okay, so here in this session, we are only going with Part A, that is market segmentation. In the next session 2 of Unit 3, we are going with consumer behavior. This is agenda of today's session. We are going with market segmentation, the base or the types of market segmentation, how we are going to segmentize the market, the requisites of sound market segmentation. There are certain requisites that we need to consider for the sound market segmentation, the concept of targeting and positioning. These are the 2 important topics in market segmentation that we are going depth in further slides. Market segmentation. Market segmentation is a process of dividing the market of potential customers into smaller and more defined segments. Okay, so here we are going to divide the potential customers into various segments. Okay, so we are going to categorize the customer into different small groups on the basis of certain shared characteristics. Okay, we are going to group the customer based on their characteristics, based on their age group, based on their affordability, based on their lifestyle, based on their needs, based on their taste and preferences like demographics, interest, needs and location. So based on their demographic means it is a systematic study of population. Okay, so based on their age group, based on their affordability, based on their lifestyle. Okay, so based on their standards, we are supposed to sell the product, and also based on their interest. So most of the people, they are interested towards one particular product. Okay, so we had called this customer as a potential customers. Okay, so potential customers, they people are interested towards one particular product. They are not yet purchased the product. Okay, we are supposed to target them and create the awareness, motivate the customer, sell the product. If they get satisfied, they keep repeatedly purchasing the product and there will be a positive word of mouth in the market. So there will be a positive word of mouth in the market. And as per their needs, so none of the customers, they are going to purchase the product until and unless that particular product is need to a consumer, and also it totally depends upon the geographical location where they are going to present. Okay, so that is the meaning of market segmentation. Simply, if I want to say what is market segmentation, okay, so there are 1 crore population in Bangalore city. This is just example. There are 1 crore population in Bangalore city. It is very hard to reach all 1 crore population. It is time consuming and also it is very expensive to reach them. Okay, instead of reaching all 1 crore population, okay, so I am supposed to reach only my target customer by this strategy, by dividing the consumer. For example, I am going to categorize this 1 crore of population into 425 lakh consumer. So I am going to divide the consumers based on the demographics, based on the geographical location, based on their needs, based on their interest. Okay, so based on their age group also, based on their education also, and based on their geographical location, based on their need, I had categorized the consumer into 4 categories. Okay, after categorizing the consumer, I am supposed to target only my consumer. I get to know only this group of consumer are my loyal customer. Let me do one thing. Let me give a name for a different group of categories of customers or segment of customers. Segment A, Segment B, Segment C and segment D. There are 4 segments of consumers, of which the consumer who is going to purchase my product are only B segment consumers. Okay, these are the only consumers who is going to purchase my product. It is just waste of time and money to create the awareness among complete 1 crore of population, of reaching all 1 crore of population. It is better to reach only this 25 lakhs of consumers. Okay, so this is a strategy that has been used by the marketers to classify the market, segmentize the market to reach its potential consumers. The basis or types of market segmentation. So this market segmentation is classified into 4 categories. Number 1, geographic segmentation. So geographic segmentation is nothing but geographical location where the business entity it is present. So we are supposed to locate where the consumers or the buyers who are present in the market, which is very near to the consumers. And second one is behavioral segmentation. So we are supposed to manufacture the product as per their behavior, that is consumer behavior, their taste and preferences, their assumptions, so their buying habits. Okay, so their thinking abilities, capabilities based on their education. Okay, we are supposed to facilitate the product, that we call it as a behavioral segmentation. So based on the behavior of the consumer, we are supposed to sell a certain category of goods. Based on the geographical location also, we are supposed to sell certain goods, and in the same way, based on the demography, okay, it is a systematic study of population, we are supposed to sell the goods. As I give you the example, okay, based on the age group, so based on the gender, we are going to categorize the customer. Okay, so based on their capabilities, based on their purchasing power parity, based on their lifestyle, we are going to categorize the customer. The last one is psychographic segmentation. So psychographic segmentation is nothing but, so it is a thinking ability, their perception, their assumption. Okay, so based on that, most of the customer that they are going to make a purchase decision. So this is a way how we are going to categorize the customer. Okay, one is geographical segmentation, second one is behavioral segmentation. Based on the geographical location, we need to sell the product. Okay, based on their behavior, we are going to sell the product. We are going to categorize the customer based on the age group, based on the gender, and also in the same way here we are going to categorize the customer based on the psychographic segmentation, means their belief, their perception, their motivation. Okay, so this is the way how we are going to categorize the customer. We use different kinds of strategy to reach different varieties or kinds of customers. Okay, so one strategy cannot be used to reach all the customer, to satisfy all the customer. Different kinds of customer, different categories of customer, different kind of strategy must be used. The requisites of sound market segmentation. There are certain requisites that we need to consider for the sound market segmentation. So measurability. So whatever the things that we are going to take decisions regarding, it must be measurable in nature. It should not be immeasurable in nature. Accessibility. So there must be a transparent access towards what we are going to do, what we are present situation, and how we are going to reach the further goals of the organization. Substantiality. So this is a way how we are going to create the customers. This is a way how we are going to serve the customer with the substantial things, and in the same way we are going to make sure that they get satisfied. Okay, so actionability. So not only formulating the plan, not only modifying the plan, not only bringing the plan is important. So we are supposed to bring the plan into the actual action. Differentiality. So if there is a uniqueness in a product, the customers that they are going to purchase the product. If there is no uniqueness, they won't purchase a product. Means we are supposed to project our brand. It is very unique when compared to other product. Stability. So there must be a stability in a brand in terms of finance, in terms of manufacturing, in terms of capabilities, in terms of facilitating the customer as per the trend, as per the generation. Organizational objectives. So there must be a clear and cut objectives, defined objectives of the organization. Okay, so it is going to benefit to reach out hit the goals of the organization. And also lastly, it is the profitability. That is the main goal of every organization, making the profit. If they make more profit, they can focus towards expansion of the business. Okay, so that is the main ultimate goal of every business organization. Concept of targeting. Okay, so targeting and positioning are the two concepts that we need to consider. Steps in targeting. So how to target the consumers? For example, okay, so there is a huge market, big in nature. For example, so this is a population of one particular district. Let me consider the total population of that district is 1 crore. Okay, so among 1 crore population, so we cannot reach all the 1 crore population. My product is not a need for a whole 1 crore of population. Here, I must find my own customers. Who are my customers? Okay, who are going to purchase my product? Okay, based on various criteria. Okay, so I'm supposed to look towards a particular group of customer. It may be based on the demographic segmentation, geographic segmentation. Okay, so based on their belief, based on their psychographic segmentation. Okay, so I'm going with market segmentation. Okay, so I'm going to categorize the market based on the market segmentation into 4 categories. Here, 25 lakh of population, 25 lakh of population, 25 lakh of population and 25 lakh of population. I had already categorized the market into 4 categories. So after categorize the market, so I want to know who exactly is my customers. Okay, so I am going with evaluating segments. Okay, so after dividing the market into 4 categories, I am going with evaluation. Okay, so who are my loyal customers, who are my potential customers, who are the customers of my competitors, who is going to purchase my product, who is not at all going to purchase my product based on the strategies. Okay, so evaluation of the market is going to happen. After evaluation of the marketing, I am going to come to a conclusion saying that selecting a target segment. Okay, so after evaluation of the market, I get to know that this category or this group of customers are my loyal customers. Okay, I can retain them for a longer period of time. If I know their taste and preferences, if I know their needs and wants, if I satisfy them, they can be retained for a longer period of time. Here in this 25 lakhs of population, my customers are present, loyal customers are present, and also potential customers are present. Okay, so hence these are my customers. I have to target them. So that process we call it as a steps in targeting. This is the way how we are going to target the people. Firstly, market segmentation. So huge market, it is very hard to find my customer. So I'm going to classify that huge market into 4 categories. Okay, so 4 categories is over. Evaluation of segmentation. After not only categorizing the market is important, evaluating the customer. Okay, so evaluating the segment is very important. Okay, so I have to find my customers. Okay, after that, selecting the target segment. Okay, so after evaluation, I'm supposed to select the target segment, means my target customers. This category or this group of customers are my target customers. Steps in positioning. See, when it comes in terms of targeting, we are supposed to target a group of customer and we have to reach them. Okay, but when it comes in terms of a positioning, in what position the product is in the minds of our consumers. For example, most of the consumers, they are going to give the preference for one particular specific brand of product. Most of the consumers, they won't give preference for that particular product. In their mind, there will be some other product. Okay, so we are supposed to recognize them. Identify customer needs. This is the first step that we need to consider, the needs of customer. If we get to know the needs of the consumer, to fulfill the need, we can facilitate a product to satisfy the customer. And analyze the competitors. This is the main thing that we need to consider. We are supposed to analyze the competitors. So before manufacturing the product, so I'm supposed to analyze the competitor. Who are my competitors? So what kind of a product that they are going to manufacture, how they are going to manufacture, and at what price that they are going to offer to our consumers, and in the same way at what quality that they are going to give, what quantity that they are going to offer. Okay, so means by analyzing my competitors, I get to know the exact idea regarding the product that must be manufactured by me, at what price I am supposed to sell, at what quality that I can offer to the consumers. Okay, what is the taste and preferences of consumers, and what will be the needs of consumers, I get to know through here. Define unique value proposition. Okay, so here we call it as a UVP, unique value proposition. So this unique value proposition is, after analyzing my competitors, if I am going to launch the same kind of the product with same quality, with same price, without any uniqueness, they are not going to purchase my product. If I want to sell my product to them, okay, so there must be something called uniqueness when compared to my competitors in terms of quality, in terms of durability, in terms of price, or in terms of features of a product. Okay, we are supposed to add extra ingredients for the product to make it unique when compared to other product. That we call it as a unique value proposition. Craft the positioning statement. So finally, I am supposed to craft or finalize the positioning statement in a market. This is a way how I am going to project my product as a unique product when compared to other product in a market. In the next session, we are going with part B of unit 3. It is about consumer behavior. As I said, unit 3 is classified into two categories. Part A is completely about market segmentation. This is part B, it is about consumer behavior. So under the consumer behavior concept, we are going with factors influencing consumer behavior. There are certain factors which is going to influence the behavior of a consumer that we are going to learn here. The buying decision process. So how we are going to make a buying decision. Directly we won't visit a store and purchase a product. Okay, so it is a buying decision making process. Market research process, how we are going with the market research of a product. Okay, so there is a formalities, there is a procedure to go with market research to reach out my customers. Okay, these are the things that we need to learn in next session, that is part B of unit 3. Thank you.